Sorry, I just realized I was muted. That was a little bit embarrassing. I realized I was muted. Oops. But good morning, or good evening, or if you're getting in bed for the night, good night. And if you're in Japan, ohayo gozaimasu. Oyasumi ne. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to stream. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I think for most of you, it is Saturday. For me, it's Saturday night. So I think sorry if you heard any motorcycles in the background. Unfortunately, on Saturday nights, it gets a little bit crazy with the motorcycles a bit. But I'll try to, mute when appropriate, just in case. Well, good morning, Paradox. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're having a good morning. Thanks for joining. So, for today's stream, it's really just going to be a chill ASMR stream. It is up to you. I will be responding to everything I see in chat since it's really easy for me to do that since it's just ASMR. But if you just want to relax, put in your headphones, earbuds, and close your eyes, that's okay too. I'll also be taking requests for voice lines. So if there's anything specific you would like me to say, please feel free to let me know. I cannot do a lot of triggers. Unfortunately, my microphone is a simple USB mic. I do not have a fancy 3DO mic, so I don't think I can do many triggers, I think. Like, I know I can probably pet my mic like this as a head pat. I can also brush up against my mic like this. But admittedly, there's not a lot of triggers that I can do easily, unfortunately, with my limited mic. But I can take plenty of voice lines. So if there is a specific voice line or paragraph that you would like me to read, you don't have to use any channel points if you're on Twitch or anything. You can just drop it right down into chat. Of course, I hold complete discretion if I want to say the lines or not. I hold the final say. But if there are any specific lines you would like me to say, or if there's any specific, if you have a little prompt that you want me to, improvise, I can try to do that as well. But really, this is just a relaxing ASMR stream, just meant to lull you. It's been such a long time since I've done this because I was a little bit afraid to try these again outside my videos. But I have a lot of fun times recording videos, but getting to do an ASMR stream is also really nice because it's in real time, right? So I can talk to you guys in real time with my ASMR, and I think that's also really cool to be able to interact like this. ASMR waking people up with a metal pipe. Sorry, I won't be doing any metal pipe sounds. This ASMR is meant to be calming. It's meant to be calming. So imagine me just like nearby you, right? Talking in your ear, right? So it's better to imagine me like that. No, no ASMR with a metal pipe or any of that stuff, okay? Though I have to admit, those type of ASMRs are pretty funny. But But yeah. But yeah, so I hope you guys are all having a lovely day today and such. My day has been, mm, if I'll be honest, even though I'm helping trying to lull all of you guys to sleep, my own sleep schedule hasn't been the best. Today, I slept from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. My sleeping schedule is completely flip flopped, and I don't know what to do. It's honestly pretty sucky. I have no clue what to do. So, if anyone has any tips on how to sleep, I'm all ears because I'm a little bit stumped. I went to bed last night around 2 a.m. and I could not fall asleep at all. It was the most weirdest thing ever. But enough about me. Let's get on to doing some reading. So, I wasn't entirely sure what to do for today's stream, as I'm also open to taking requests. But if no one has any requests, then I kind of want to read some short stories. These are very disconnected short stories, just random things. Um, and you can find a lot of good short stories on like Reddit. So I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, Reddit's so much full of so many different subreddits that are so full of good things. Even though Reddit can be, well, Reddit, it can also be full of a lot of nice things too. So let's see. Let's see. Hmm. So we'll be reading a bunch of short stories from Reddit. Of course, intermittently. Again, if you have any requests, please feel free to let me know and drop down in the chat. But otherwise, please feel free to relax and hopefully I can lull you or relax you. Let's see. Honestly, I listen to ASMR as I fall asleep or listen to some really burning military history that will put you to sleep. Well, that's interesting. Well, I guess you'll be listening to this one. Oh, wait, why is my YouTube chat on the wrong side? Okay, let me put you over there. There we go. Just so that it doesn't cover up the Twitch one. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I listen to scenario ASMR or ASMR when I want to sleep too. But either way, it's just really nice way to relax. Whether I'm trying to sleep or I just need to calm down, or even when I'm trying to work and stay focused. That's why I'll listen to different ASMRs depending. So let's see. I have a lovely short romance story here. It's called Yesterday, Tomorrow, and the In Between. A little short one, just 200 words, just 300 words, it looks like. Yay! Okay, let's start this. I'll trade all of my tomorrows for just one yesterday. Reflecting on the lyrics, I wonder, what would I do if I had such power? I think I'll trade all of my yesterdays, tomorrows, next, and past lives for an eternity with you. I'll trade all the imaginary lives I've built during my endless sleepless nights and those I have in parallel universes. I may be greedy or selfish, probably unrealistic or simply in love. Maybe too deep in love, alone, some may say. But for you, mon chéri, I'll defy physics laws and dare to reshape the universe. For a lifetime by your side, I'll reinvent the concept of life. For that warm smile of yours, I'll melt the hours and distort the day's length. For those kind eyes, I'll disturb the space time continuum. And if there's a way for me to make both of us eternal, to stop the clock's hands or simply slow them down, I'll do it. Because one yesterday isn't enough. There are so many things I want to do with you. I want to know the stories behind each one of your scars, joke about how clumsy you are before kissing you, asking to be more careful. See the world through your eyes, write poetry with your words and read them in your voice. Travel and collect as many memories as possible with you. I'll need an eternity because I wish to wash away all the sadness haunting you. To be your lighthouse, guiding you back home whenever you lose your way and scaring away the faceless monsters hiding in your closet. To be your safe space, your home. One yesterday is never enough to fulfill the promise I've made that Christmas night. Not nearly enough to show you how someone like you should be loved. Aw, that story was so sweet. I really like that one. As for your sleeping advice, I don't know. I think I would pass out before I would be able to stay awake for a couple days. Caffeine doesn't work on me. So for me, the only way to replenish my energy is sleep. But thank you. That short story was so cute. Such a nice little thing. Ah, love, poetic. That's nice. Hmm. Let's see. Ooh, another short story here, around 300 words. This one is called Next Day Delivery. All right. Seems like a pretty normal one. Let's read, shall we? She wakes up, brushes her teeth, combs her hair, and then makes breakfast. After a 45-minute drive to work, she sits at her desk for 4 hours, only some breaks to get coffee and other things, then grabs lunch at the small diner in the attached building to her office. After lunch, it's 4 more hours at her desk, then an hour drive home in traffic. Rotate laundry, cook dinner, shower, and bed. Closing her eyes, she dreams about sandy beaches and sweet daiquiris. A few hours into the night, she wakes up and grabs her phone to check the time. 1:13 a.m. She sighs and browses Amazon on her phone. In the morning, she wakes up, brushes her teeth, combs her hair, and then makes breakfast. Drive, work, desk, lunch, repeat. Her phone beeps while folding laundry. The package label had been printed, the notification told her. She smiled and finished the laundry, then went to make dinner. That night, she dreams of ocean breezes and colorful company, island music, and palm trees. But when she wakes up, it's time to brush her teeth, comb her hair, and make breakfast. Drive, work, lunch. She checks the tracking information on her phone. Out for delivery. Work ends late because of a pressing deadline. The drive home is nearly 2 hours thanks to a wreck on the 45. Once home, she grabs a box on the welcome mat and empties the contents onto her living room floor. A small plastic foot bath, a bag of sand, a beach towel, and a daiquiri glass. She dumps the sand into the foot bath, spreads the towel on the carpet, fills the glass with strawberry soda, and plays ocean sounds on her phone. Tonight, she lives her dream. That was a super duper cute story. I like that, right? Honestly, it reminds me of my own life. Pretty much every day is kind of the same, a little bit monotonous. I get up, I go on my phone, I brush my teeth, put on my clothes, walk to work, stop by the convenience store to get some breakfast, desk, classes, mostly desk, classes, mostly desk until 5 p.m. I walk home, I go on my computer, I play games, I sleep, and repeat. But I have to admit that when I do get a package that I've ordered in the mail, it just cheers me right back up. So, yeah, I definitely feel that monotonous. Let's see. What other stories could we find here? All these short stories are super cute, though. It's nice to see them. Mm, I guess so. I haven't seen you in a good while, and your voice is a little bit low on the mic. Hi, Sanity. I haven't seen you in a while either. Oh, my voice is low. Let me turn up my gain. All right. There we go. Is that a little bit better? I'm trying to keep my voice a little bit quiet since it's, ASMR and all that. Let me catch you. Okay, thank you. Oh, I see, I see. That makes a little more sense. Yeah, I don't want to be too loud, but still, thank you for letting me know about that as well. Oh yeah. I mean, it's like more like a talk whisper, I guess. Whispery-ish. So like I want to give the, effect of whispering, but I don't want to be too low that you can't hear me. So I think this is a little bit better. And besides, if I'm too quiet, then people can of course adjust their thing. But it's nice to see you back. Welcome back. I'm glad that you're able to catch a stream. But yeah, today's stream is just a very simple ASMR reading stream. I'm taking voice requests, but besides that, I'll just be talking or reading short stories that I find on the internet. So, very chill, meant to just, give people a little thing to relax, whether it's morning or nighttime. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad my voice is soft enough to be nice. But besides that, it's really just reading, any short stories that I guess I can find. A lot of these micro Mondays, it seems. Wow. Looks like there's a lot of these. The one that we read was tomorrow. Troll and do a whispering podcast. Just soft voice yapping. Yep, soft voice yapping. I mean, I feel like there's already a whispering podcast out there, is there not? Like, is that not a thing already? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong because I don't really listen to podcasts. Like, no offense to those who do, but it's just podcasts have never really been anything interesting to me. So, like, I've never really listened to one. I mean, I guess there could be. I figured that there would already be one, but like, I myself, I don't really listen to it, no. Ooh, Sen's a good one. Stick around for a podcast and most topics. I guess so, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess for me, like podcasts about like just talk shows and stuff can be interesting because like talk people watch talk shows, right? So I guess like watching a talk show podcast where they talk about whatever is okay. But yeah, myself, I don't really watch a lot of. I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts. I feel like everyone was going crazy with podcasts, and I was just like, okay, well, oops, sorry for the yawn there. I was just like, okay, well, I'm not really that interested in podcasts. You're too busy with your magical. I am. especially around certain times of the year, you know, people just get so stressed. So, fun fact if you guys don't know, oftentimes people don't dream as much when they don't have a lot of things to be stressed out about. So, well, it's a theory, it's a study that was done that shows that people who have less stress in their lives, right, they don't have as many, you know, stress or anxiety or other factors. When they don't have as much stress in their lives, they don't dream as much, actually. So the more often someone dreams, the more likely they could be dealing with stress. So I can't visit someone's dreams if they're not dreaming. But in reality, sometimes the way I like to think about it is, well, I'm happy to visit anyone's dreams to give you some comfort. But you go into dreams? Of course. You can't be a dream guardian and not actually go into dreams. I mean, who's going to protect you guys from those awful little nightmares? The Sandman did anything. Hey, I'm a magical girl because I transform, but the duties of a magical girl could range from a variety of things. All your little nightmares and your bad dreams oftentimes manifest into something actually physical in your dreams. And you just need a little bit help dealing with that. And that's where I come in, right? The Sandman can't really do much except help people sleep. But he can't fight off the nightmares like I do. That's where I come in. That's where I come in. But when I'm not going into people's dreams, doing streams like this can help people relax more. Just whisking away into their dreams. That would be a little funny. Unfortunately, like E.T., though, I don't have a bike that I could ride on. But that's okay. I don't really need a bike. I think I'm fine without using a bike. I think I get along just fine. But oh yeah, of course the bike, the little flying bike, of course. Yeah, I don't have a bike that I fly on, but don't worry. I don't leave anything bad in anyone's dreams, and I don't go into anyone's dreams where they don't have issues. I mean, maybe sometimes I've taken a small peek, but you know, dreams can also be something private, so how long have I been doing the ASMR stuff? So the very, very, very first ASMR video I did was back in 2022. Hey, I'm just trying to say I go into your dreams to help you. I don't go into your dreams to be nosy, you know? I mean, it's tempting sometimes to take a peek, but I only go into the bad dreams. So if you're having a good dream, you're not going to see me there, I guess. If you want to see me in your dreams, well, you're just going to have to dream me in there yourself. But I've been doing ASMR stuff since 2022 was when I posted my first ASMR video, because that's when I finally upgraded my little mic here. My lovely little blue Yeti mic. A simple little USB mic, but it's been a great improvement for my audio. Ever since I got this little mic, I've been able to do more ASMR streams. And so because of that, it's nice. A lot of Star Wars dreams, a lot of cutting people's arms, and I don't know what that means. I tend to have a lot of violent dreams. Oh no! I have had to come into some people's violent dreams sometimes. Maybe it's because in life they feel like they're fighting a battle, and sometimes it can manifest like that. Oh yeah, I have the ear mic on stream on my overlay, but I don't have an ear mic in real life, unfortunately. I would love to have a 3DO mic though, the one with the ears and everything. I would love to have something like that. I gotta put that up on it's one of my top things on my wish list for streaming. Those mics are just so nice quality. They're just perfect for ASMR. Why you said love like that? You're a little bit too excited. What? lot. I love my mic. I mean, if it wasn't for my mic, I wouldn't be able to do ASMR stuff. Like that would exactly. It would make you feel super duper professional. It's what all the cool ASMR artists on the block have. And I want one badly. I feel like I would be like a real bona fide ASMR artist, right? If I had one of those. So I really, really want one. But oh my gosh, they're so expensive. And just the way you're talking about the dreams, when someone has to essentially dream you up to access their innermost thoughts, it sounds like those abilities creatures have in Sucker for Love. Oh, I see. I've never seen that visual novel before, but that's interesting. I mean, when I meant if people want to see me in their dreams, I meant more if they just wanted me to visit. Okay. Sucker for Love. I'll have to check that one out then. If you're having good dreams, you probably want to visit. Oh yeah, to visit. I mean, if you don't have a lot of stress, if you're having good dreams, you're not going to find me in there because I don't want to fight off your good dreams. Your good dreams are nice dreams, right? I only fight off the bad dreams. Your nightmares. So if you're having a good dream, I won't be there. So if you really, really want to meet me in your dreams, right? You have to either have to dream me up in there yourself, or you have to have a nightmare in order for me to stop by. But hey, there's nothing wrong with dreaming something up. I mean, some people are lucky that they can do that lucid dreaming. Let's see, ASMR, you're a dream magical girl that walked into someone's dream being an adult baby, and they try to convince a magical girl to change that. Oh my goodness. I have to admit, there are a lot of things that I'll do to help people's dreams, but I won't do that. Oh yeah, of course, I could technically do whatever I want. I mean, I could visit someone's good dreams anytime I wanted to. Right? I could visit someone's good dreams. But, you know, I want to make sure that I prioritize those who need help first. But I guess if someone were to ask really, really nicely, I could visit their normal dreams. If they were to ask very nicely, I could stop by and make a visit if they asked very nicely. No's until you leave. Then what's the point of me visiting? What's the point of me visiting if you just want me to leave? How rude. But yeah, I can visit anyone's dreams if I want to, if I really, really want to. But I try to prioritize those who, you know, they need a little bit of help. Some people need a little bit of help, you know, with their dreams and stuff. And so that's why I'm here. And during the day, I can help people relax, right? I can't do much about your dreams when you're awake or when I'm awake. So during the day, I help people relax with my streams instead, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, let me see here. Puppies, and they're trying to explain you're not a bad person. Oh my gosh, Paradox. Paradox, I am concerned if you do have a dream about kicking puppies. I think at that point I would have to leave because the universe would have to deal with you. And I can't go against the universe. So the universe is just gonna have to deal with you. Hey, hold on. Do you have to be sleeping for you? Wait, do you have to be sleeping for you to access someone's dreams? Oh, oops. I should correct. No, but that person has to be sleeping. So, for example, all of you guys are awake right now, right? If you're watching my stream, you're awake, right? So I can't visit your dreams right now. But once you go to sleep, I can. But no, I don't have to be dreaming in order to go to I don't have to be sleeping myself to visit someone's dreams. That's the power of being a magical girl, right? I don't need to be sleeping, but that person definitely needs to be sleeping, right? Because you can't dream if you're awake. I mean, you do have those people who like daydream, right? You know, we have those daydreams. Fluid dreamers, you know how to control their actions and trap you in their dream. Oh, are you talking about the lucid dreamers? Well, dreams can be a bit weird. But, the best way I can describe it is that being the girl that I am, I have my ways to get out of tricky situations. Maybe that's a little bit too much of an explanation, but I have my ways of getting out of people's tricky dreams. Well, of course, I can't be a magical girl without magic, can I? But yeah, there's been a few times where some people try to keep you in the dream, and sometimes you just gotta give their dream self a good old bonk. Sometimes you have to give their dream self a good old bonk, and then they usually just wake up. Sorry, I have a lot of dreams to get to, and I can't be dilly-dallying over people who want me to stay locked up in theirs. I gotta be fair to everybody, you know? I gotta visit all these other dreams too. I can't be fair. Dreaming up some magic that you nothing on how to stop. That's a good point, Sanity. I guess the point is that even though it's playing with someone's dream seems like a game that might throw someone in for a loop. Oh yeah, of course. That's why I have to be careful and I don't just play around with someone's dreams. Hence why I typically stay only visiting the ones that have bad dreams and their nightmares. Oftentimes when people have nightmares, they can't control the nightmare. They're either too stressed or they're too scared and they don't remember that, they have the most control over their dreams. But think about it. If you can remember a dream you've ever had, think about it. Were you always in control of your dream, right? Obviously, some people are lucid dreamers, right? They can control what dreams they have. But for a majority of people, controlling your dream is not super duper easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? So usually, typically, sounds worse. What do you go on someone's dreams to try to help and then end up having to fight your own worst nightmare? I mean, it's definitely happened. People's nightmares can be scary, and sometimes I've come across things that are super duper scary. I mean, magical girls have fears too, you know? But I recognize that it's also my duty, right? And this person who's having the dream is having a worse time than I am. I mean, I can just simply exit out of the dream, but they're stuck in there right now. So that's what I kind of remind myself of. And, I just kind of have to be like, all right, I'm here to help this person first and foremost. Though it has been scary fighting things. I don't have too many fear of things, but I don't like spiders. I have a slight fear of spiders. I wouldn't call it like a phobia, but I do not like spiders. I do not like spiders. So, oh yeah, I've had to fight some spiders in my days. But being a magical girl is not, just, all thrills and sprinkles and charms. I mean, you guys have watched Magical Girl anime yourselves. You've seen it. Those girls have to go through a whole lot sometimes. She's giant, and you need to fight a giant spider monster to save the dream. Paradox. You just want me to suffer, don't you? You just want me to suffer, don't you? Old Sailor Moon. Well, even if you've only watched Sailor Moon, there were some episodes where Sailor Moon herself was scared, though, remember? I mean, think about it. Sailor Moon, magical girls usually often are just teenage girls themselves, so they have their own fears and strengths and weaknesses too, right? And there have been plenty of times watching Sailor Moon or even Pretty Cure where they are scared of what they're fighting. So I would say it's pretty common in the magical girl realm. But yeah, unfortunately, I do have to deal with, spiders and all stuff. Main stuff. Most of Sailor Moon is her being scared. Yeah, Usagi's pretty much a scaredy cat, so... But even so, being a scaredy cat, she still faces her duties. So, you know, even doing so, you gotta power through it, right? All right, let me see here. We're having such a good yapping sesh, but let's see if I have another short story that I found. Mm. Mm. Let's see. I hope it's the story of Little Red Riding Hood. No, it's not really. So currently, I'm on a subreddit. I know you guys are going to be like, what? Reddit? But hey, there's some good stuff on Reddit that I can find, right? Um, and don't worry, I don't spend my time arguing with people, unlike some people on Reddit who use it to argue. I just mostly use it to find, resources and stuff. But there's a lot of creativity in Reddit. So there is a subreddit. It's like you've done this before. I have. There's a subreddit that is called Short Stories, and different writers and users come together to write short stories and they post them. And they're actually pretty nice. So, a dream magical girl is in your dream giving you positive affirmations. Oh, of course I do positive affirmations. Like I said, right above me. Okay, I'm like tilted my head, but like right above me. And I'm also tilted my head below. If you can see the Twitch, if you're on Twitch, right below me. I said I'm taking voice line requests. So if there's anything specific that you guys want me to say, please let me know. Otherwise, it'll be yapping, short story, yapping, short story. We're going to end up in Sonic fanfiction territory. Oh, no. We're not going that territory. Nope. Because that would require me to open up AO3. Then I would have to go into the Sonic fandom tag. Then I would have to find a Sonic fanfiction. And I'm not doing that today. No. Maybe one day we can do it like a fanfiction read and stream on another time. But we're not doing that today. Nuh-uh. No way, Jose. Sorry. I nope. Nope. Maybe one day, but not today, because I don't want to read Sonic fanfiction. I haven't read Sonic fanfiction in years. That would require me to bleach my eyes and sit through real terror. Look, I used to read Sonic fanfiction when I was like in elementary school, and you're probably gonna be like, why were you reading fanfiction in elementary school? And I'm gonna be like, well, my parents didn't really monitor my internet usage, but yeah. So I used to read Sonic fanfiction. There is some crazy stuff that we found on there. We're not doing that tonight. Nope. I mean, I would say it's probably better than 2011 or whatever. Oh my gosh, not ASMR 50 Shades of Grey. Get 50 Shades of Grey out of here. Thinking about 50 Shades of Grey is weird because I remember when it was released. I was in middle school, right? Middle high school, right? When it was released as a book, right? And then the movie was out, right? And when something comes out as a movie, right, it goes oftentimes more into like the cultural awareness than just like the book, right? I remember watching the movie, right? It came on 10 more shades of Grey. It came on like a channel once. Of course, it was like it was censored, I guess. Like certain things were censored because I guess when you play rated R movies on television, like they censor certain parts of it because it's rated R, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. And even watching the censored version, it was just like reading a really bad BDSM like story because the BDSM etiquette was like really bad. But like, I don't know. You pretty much define the whole. No. 50 Shades of Grey? Oh God, no, not the romance genre. No. Like there are plenty of romance shows that are more, I would say, culturally that left more of a cultural impact that came out before and after 50 Shades of Grey. The reason why 50 Shades of Grey got so popular is because it went into the mainstream about BDSM, right? BDSM really wasn't in a mainstream spotlight because it was more, how do you say, it was more, it's a kink, right? And it's not really mainstream, it's a niche. But when 50 Shades of Grey dropped as a movie, right, people became more aware of BDSM. Yeah, sorry. Hey, this is like educational. This is educational, right? This is all educational, right? So when 50 Shades of Grey came out, it got a lot of, people looking at it, right? But it also got a lot of critique from the BDSM community because of the fact that, it was showing a lot of unrealisticness. It showed a lot of bad BDSM etiquette, Oh, no, you guys are fine. It showed a lot of bad BDSM etiquette. Like, I have to admit, my understanding of BDSM is not, fully in depth because that's not something I really engage with. But I have, a basic understanding and awareness of it because I have friends who are into it. And yeah, the BDSM being shown in 50 Shades of Grey was very unrealistic. But again, 50 Shades of Grey is a fiction story, right? So I have to give it that. It's a fiction story. It's probably was meant to be unrealistic, and it probably is. But see, that was the thing. A lot of people who had never really engaged with BDSM saw 50 Shades of Grey and thought, oh, this is an accurate representation of BDSM. When a lot of people from the BDSM community had to be like, no, it is not. It is unrealistic. There's a lot of things in here that's not safe, but it is fiction. At least. So like, it's not real, it's not real. But for some odd reason, a lot of people thought that, oh yeah, this is accurate BDSM. Because like, I specifically remember like ABC, if you guys know that show 2020, ABC 2020, that like they used to do like, different news articles. They used to do different news segments about like different cultural things or whatever. And they actually did like a segment on BDSM. It was very interesting to watch. ABC 2020, they did a segment on BDSM because of 50 Shades of Grey. I kid you not. So that's what I mean by 50 Shades of Grey kind of launched kind of had like BDSM had a spotlight on it for a little bit because of, 50 Shades of Grey. So that was interesting. Yeah, Twilight, I would definitely say Twilight had an influence. Twilight definitely had an influence. I never watched Twilight, was never a thing for me, but I could definitely acknowledge Twilight's, influence and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, remembering 50 Shades of Grey now just kind of makes me feel nostalgic. If I were to watch it again now, I could probably like watch it again now and just like laugh at it and be like, oh my gosh, this is so inaccurate. You should watch it so we can dunk on it. Okay, maybe, but like there's so many Twilight movies. Okay, one, there's a lot of Twilight movies. Okay, it's like a lot of Twilight movies. All right, because there's a lot of Twilight books, right? There's a lot of Twilight books. I've never read the books, never watched the movies, but there's a lot of them, and I'm just really not. I'm just really not into either. So, I guess in my 50 Shades of Grey movie review, this movie sucks balls. I guess. But like, y'all, I just do not like Twilight. But the thing is I don't like Twilight. It looks boring to me. Like legit. I was never really into the whole vampires and werewolves and yeah, I mean the guy Robert Pattinson, right, came out being like, yeah, that movie was fucking crazy. But hey, he got paid for it. He made good money doing those movies. Oh, it sure is, but like I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could like subject myself to doing that. Also, fun fact on here, this might be a slight unpopular VTube opinion. I don't really do watch-alongs. I know so many VTubers do watch-alongs, right? So many VTubers, so many YouTubers, they do watch-alongs, okay? I don't do watch-alongs. I don't enjoy them as a viewer, and I don't enjoy doing them as a creator. I just falls in love with the I mean, yeah, Twilight gets crazy. But yeah, the reality of me doing a watch along is very slim because I don't really enjoy them that much. Like I've tried to do watch alongs, but the reality is I realized is when I am watching a movie, Discord, if you're on YouTube, you just see a static. Exactly. And like most of the ones I see are on YouTube, right? If it's in a Discord, it's a little bit different, you know? Like I've done watch alongs with my friends, right? We're in a group, right? Where someone's like, hey, you want to watch this like anime together or this movie? And it's like, yeah, sure, let's hop into Discord and watch it, right? That's fine. That's fine. But when I see YouTubers, right, YouTubers doing watch alongs, right, they can't show the movie on screen because of copyright, right? So essentially, you're watching it at the same time they are, right? They show when they're about to start it, and they say, you know, I'm watching it on this streaming service, so I'm about to start it like here. And it's so boring to me too, you know? Because here's the thing, when I watch a movie, I kind of prefer to be silent. It depends. If it's my first time watching, I don't want to be talking during the movie. I really don't. When I go to a movie theater and watch a movie, I ain't talking. Like I might have a comment, maybe rarely, but when I'm watching a movie, I like to be focused in on the movie. I don't like to be talking during the movie. I really don't. Be watching it, nobody around. Yeah, and I get the point of watch alongs, right? And you know, I've seen people enjoying them and they can be really fun. And you know, sometimes I want to join in with them as well. But I just can't. I just can't, y'all. I really can't. I really, 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 really can't. I tried. I've tried as a viewer, I've tried as a watcher, and I just get annoyed because then the person I'm watching, right, they feel the need to have to say something, right? Because they're still streaming, right? So they feel the need to say their reaction or whatever. And I'm just like, shush. This is my first time watching this. Shush, shush, shush. I'm trying to watch this. Shush. Right? But then I'm just like, okay, well, this negates the purpose of a watch along. And yeah, like I would do a Discord watch along, I think. You know, one of these days I'd be down for doing one in my Discord, maybe. But like, but here's the thing, if I do one in Discord, y'all better not be expecting commentary from me. I'm just gonna put on the movie. And like we can maybe chat about it in like the voice and the text chat, right? Because that's what I did with my friends. If we were on watching movies together, we would use the text chat to chat about the movie. We would not use, we didn't really use voice. Like sometimes we did, but not really. Oh gosh, does anyone remember Rabbit? Does anyone remember the Rabbit website that you could go on and watch movies and stuff and like grow on the internet and YouTube and whatever and Crunchyroll with your friends? Does anybody remember Rabbit? It was a website called Rabbit, y'all. I if you haven't heard of this website, you're making me feel old. Okay, but Rabbit was popular in like the mid 2010s, right? The mid 2010s. Oh my gosh, y'all don't know about Rabbit? Okay, sit down. I'm gonna tell you about Rabbit, right? So Rabbit was a website, right, that you could use for free, right? That you could use for free, right? And you could you know, get your friends and everything as long as you send them like a link to like your Rabbit watch room, right? And you guys could sit in and you can watch like a thing together. Now keep in mind, this was before Discord had like this is before Discord had like screen share. All right, this is before Discord had screen share. Okay, so before this, people were using shit like Skype, and Skype like sucked balls, right? So Rabbit was really nice, right? Everybody was using Rabbit, right? Because you didn't need a Discord, you didn't need a Rabbit account either, right? You just needed to post the link, and anyone could click on the link, and they would come into your room. If you wanted, you could password lock it as well, but you could just come in and hop into the link, and you could watch anything, right? So it was really cool because Rabbit even had partners and integrations with like Crunchyroll, with YouTube as well, with Netflix too. So it was super duper easy to integrate that into it as well. And you could just watch things with your friends. It was like awesome. I remember using Rabbit to watch so many different things, I'll be honest. I've used Rabbit to watch like live streams. I remember I used it for stage plays when people were like, "Yo, I have the stage play. Who wants to come watch it?" Um, yeah, it was popular for a bit. The problem is that it got shut down in I want to say maybe 2019, 2020. It got shut 2019 or 2020. It got shut down. It didn't. It got shut down, and then it tried to partner itself with this other service, but it just wasn't as good as it used to be. You know, it just lost the magic. At that time, though, Discord had finally got screen share, and you know, it was better. But yeah, I remember using Rabbit, man. It was really nice. I was so sad when it like ended service. Me and my friends were like, "No, what are we gonna use now?" Now people had to make a Discord. But yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh, I remember using that website. That was like one of my favorite websites that I love to use. So, R.I.P. to a goat, because that was really a really good website. That was a really good website. But yeah, going back to watch-alongs, I just like I can't really do them. So if you're wondering, well, Coco, will you ever do a watch-along? The answer is probably gonna be no. It's gonna be a no. It's it's probably gonna be a no. It's probably gonna be a no on that one. Okay. Well, just in case anyone else is, because I'm just I d- mm, I, d- mm, I can't, I just, yeah, I told you guys my issue with it. So probably no watch alongs. I'm sorry. So no watch alongs here, but don't worry. I got plenty of other content for you guys anyway. Okay. ASMR review Twilight. Now, if I feel like by now, like an ASMR review of Twilight, I feel like Twilight has like had its like cultural spotlight and everything, and it's just gone away now. Like if I were to do something about that Twilight, people would be like, probably already seen that, because I feel like there's so many video essays and everything about Twilight, right? You have all these video essays, all these analyses, everything. Put it this way, someone paid you enough to do it. Do you think you could stomach it? Okay, if you mention in money, if you mentioned in money, then yeah, I'd do it for money. I'd do it for some money, but I ain't doing it for free. I ain't doing it for free. But yeah, if someone offered me, like someone's like, I pay you like a good amount of money to put a tip in my stream elements, right? Like donated money to me, I'd do it, yeah. I mean, at that point, it's just a simple question, right? Of course, I'm gonna do a simple, watch along of Twilight if I get paid for it. Doesn't play with the money. Of course not. This magical girl still has bills to pay. I can't just go to my bill, people and be like, I'm a magical girl. I shouldn't have to deal with this. They're gonna look at me like, okay, we still gotta pay your bills. See, that's the thing though. I feel like there's a video essay all about Twilight and stuff when you can't use your own. Look, I told you, my magic is only for helping out with dream things. It's not like a magic wand and I can just print money. I wish I could do that, okay? But I can't really use my magic outside of dreams that much, so unfortunately that is one caveat on my power. I can't really use them outside of dreams, Like I transform into a magical girl, and I go into people's dreams and, I can fight their nightmares and everything. But outside, I'm just a normal girl. I'm a normal girl who has to pay her bills like everybody else. Dreams. Aren't you technically making a real life impact? Yes, I am making a real life impact on that person. But that does not mean I can just print money. I cannot just print money or not have to pay my bills or yada, yada, yada. It doesn't work that way. I use my magical browser to print money and accidentally crash the Japanese economy. Woo! The Japanese economy is already crashing, though. I don't even need magic to do that. We had this wild recession this past year, and the yen was doing terrible. You know how annoying it was to see everybody and their mother posting about, woohoo, go to Japan right now, guys. The currency is so bad, so everything's like super duper cheap. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm over here, and I'm like, yeah, please stop reminding me how bad it is. Use the real world. And that'd bring a whole part. Of course not. Dreams need to stay dreams. That's why it's important for me to deal with the nightmares. Dreams need to stay dreams. If we start having dreams in the real world, y'all, oh man, oh shit, all would go to shit. So that's why it's really important. Really important. Hello, hi Azalea. Hello, welcome to stream. My name is Coco. It's nice to meet you. Don't let your dreams be memes. Okay, you need to let some of your dreams be memes. You need to let some of your memes be your dreams be memes. Because if we were to have dreams in the real world, a lot of things would go to shit. Dream and you get stuck in a loop of dreaming. Hello, it's nice to meet you too, Azalea. We're just doing some ASMR reading. Well, now it's yapping. Some ASMR yapping and reading. But if you have any voice line requests or any voice requests you'd like me to say, I'm also taking those. So yeah, it's up to you. You can join in and chat and talk. I haven't heard one bit of your ASMR yet. Okay, it's not my fault though. I'm yapping. Okay. I mean, I'm technically doing ASMR right now because I got my mic on and everything. But okay. Let me get a short story. And I personally don't mind. Okay, that's true. But I think I need to read another short story though. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think I need to read another short story though. But I'm gonna BRB real quick, and then when I come back, we're gonna do a short story though. Yeah, I'm reading short stories today because it's ASMR reading. Well, it was happening before you came in, to be fair. But yeah, I'm gonna BRB real quick just to get some water, and then when I come back, we're reading a short story. Okay, so yeah, BRB. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it's short story time. As for snail house sounding, I just want something cute and peppy. I had to go Google what snail house was, and I was like, oh, well then I guess it is snail house. But okay. Okay, back to what are we doing? Short story. Okay. So this short story seems like a fantasy one called A Forest Night. Okay, so let me get on my best narrator voice that I can. Okay, bye Paradox. Bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. All right, so this story we have here is called A Forest Night. Seems fun. Okay. A forest night, brought to life with the light and energy of an encompassing yet foreign moon, he slowly stands. An awakening of sorts, confused, yet not afraid. The forest speaks calmness and harmony to him, with the living breath of a calm breeze. He knows not how he arrived or why, but his heart urges to grow closer to this place. Trees bathed in subtle rays of moonlight like souled creatures being nourished by some heavenly spirit. He wanders as if being led by a higher intelligence. Gentle raindrops begin to fall, not discomforting, however. The sensation is soothing and healing. There's a stream which seems to glow with a kind of supernatural presence. Everything in this place projects life, protection, and guidance. The stream leads him to a flowing river. The water of life emanates a strong aura and saturates every faucet of this place. It drips over every living thing as if with intent, radiating healing and peacefulness. The attraction draws him to enter the water. Instantly, he gains an intense sensation of freedom and swims effortlessly through the glowing waters under the observance of the full moon. Filled with exhilaration and joy, he leaps out of the water and, in the flash of an instant, he is cast to his office chair at a marketing firm downtown. The space is filled with familiar, mundane sounds of phones, photocopiers, and background chatter. He sits stunned and confused, afraid to speak of his experience for fear of repercussions. Was he unwell? All of his senses felt completely normal. While proceeding to leave the office, he notices some decorators doing their finishing touches. Suddenly, he drops his briefcase. On the wall, a fresh painting hangs, detailing the exact place he had just returned from. End of story. Ta-da! Man, that honestly just sounds unfair. I mean, that was it? It's a short story. I'm reading multiple short stories, not just one. I'm trying to stick to multiple short stories rather than just one long big one. Though one of these days, I do want to do a reading stream of like an actual long story. This one's like a micro one, but yeah, this one's really, really short. But one of these days, I would like to do a longer one. The trick is with these streams is that I want them to be at least like 2 hours-ish, right? So I don't want something too long, but that was like one of those short stories, multiple chapters. No, we're doing some disconnected ones today. I decided, since I'm taking voice requests and stuff, I wanted this to be a very casual thing. So like, I'll read a short story here. If someone has a voice request, they can tell me, I'll do that. We can do a little bit of chatting in between, voice request. Yeah. So a lot of times with ASMR streams, people will ask for certain things, Oh, yes, there are some limitations, right? I reserve the final say. But some people, ask for a positive affirmation. Some people want, an I love you, or you're such a good boy, or, various words like that, right? So that's what I mean by voice request. Of course, I say the final say. No way. Yahweh. I mean, this is an ASMR stream. You're such a good boy. Yeah, you're such a good boy. Yeah, if anyone wants me to do a voice request and stuff, that's fine. Of course, I reserve the final say, right? I'm not going to just do anything, but I'm pretty much open. I hope you give them Scooby snacks. I mean, I don't know what a Scooby snack exactly tasted like, but if they tasted yummy, I suppose that would be something nice. That would be a nice thing to do. It's the ultimate treat. The ultimate treat for a good boy is a Scooby snack? Huh. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every day, then, I guess. All right, let's see. What other ones can I find? I've heard of people eating animal foods. That is, yeah, there is some people who like to eat that, but I'm not really one for doing that. I mean, I don't mind necessarily. How do I say? I don't mind necessarily telling someone a good boy, but if they ask me to feed them snacks, I'm gonna have to draw the line. I'm gonna have to draw the line there. I'll call you a good boy, I'll call you a good girl, but I am absolutely not feeding you anything, any dog food. No way. The tame side, if you ask me. The tame side? Ugh. Well, maybe we have different ideas of tame. Let's see. What's another short story? Just the sound you made from that kicks it sound like it gives you the chills. I mean, a little bit. Like I said, I don't mean to kink shame anybody, you know? But I myself have to draw the line when it comes to certain things. And that is definitely something I draw the line on. But let's see if we don't have any voice requests right now. Let me see. I have another short story that seems pretty fun here. Remnant kept. This one has to do with the theme of terrarium. Interesting. How would the voice request work exactly? It's simple. So, down in the chat, you just simply say, can I request? And then you put in your request. So, from other streams that I've seen people do, people have said, can I have a request for this specific, excuse me, can I have a request for this specific voice line? Like, can you say this sentence or something? Or if you want me to improvise something, right, with a prompt, like, can you give a sentence, can you do like a scenario where you ask someone out? Or do you do it in some alternate voice? A mix? If it's a specific voice line for a scenario, like if you want to say, can you, you know, do a love confession, right? Can you do a love confession, but you are soon, like, I don't know. Can you do like a tsundere love confession, for example, right? I'll still do it in ASMR, but I'll have a specific voice, right? Because of the whole tsundere thing, right? If you just say that you want to hear me whisper, I love you, I can do that. So it depends on the prompt, right? Technically, everything I'm doing right now is ASMR. So, like, if you have your headphones in right now, you can probably tell that it's ASMR like because it's like sounds like I'm right in your ear, hopefully. But, yeah, voice requests are pretty straightforward. You just plop it down in the chat and I will do my best. Yep. So pretty voice request. Okay, Sanity. You know, this isn't the first time I've had to read a sentence that was a lie. So thank you for the voice request. I'll do my best. And just for you, I will read it in like a stereotypical teenage girl's voice. Or at least back in my day, what a stereotypical teenage girl voice would sound like. I don't know what they sound like now, but like, whatever. I love Twilight like so much. It's the best movie ever in the whole entire world. Bella and Edward forever. Z, you know what the fans like. I mean, if it's a voice request, yeah. To be fair, when I'm doing ASMR, I expect more, you know, lovey-dovey requests. My gosh, that was the most class of '09 voice acting. Oh gosh. Not class of '09. I've been seeing that game everywhere. So maybe that's why it's kind of had to influence that. But I mean, Twilight, it's great. I would recommend it. I've been seeing it everywhere lately, like all over TikTok, all over Twitter. I mean, class of '09 is what you say, '09. So Twilight came out like around that time, right? Wait, Twilight came out like 2007 though. So I feel like it's probably accurate to the time period of a Twilight fangirl. But yeah, again, if anyone has any other vocal or voice requests, I'd like to not remember when Twilight was released. Fair enough. But like I myself do not really remember. So but yeah, if anyone else has any voice requests, again, please feel free to drop them in the chat and I'd be happy to answer. I'd be happy to fulfill them. Otherwise, my voice requests, oh boy. Yandere is such a hard one. I'll do my best. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let me see if I can do this one. My Yandere arc is coming soon to theaters near you. Okay, that was the best one I can do. But that laugh sounded less yandere and more evil 90s magical girl villain. Thanks. I don't think that laugh was a good yandere laugh, though. You gotta really, like, channel your inner, like, craziness. You know what I mean? You gotta really channel it. It's like, you gotta, like, laugh, like, in a crazy voice. And I haven't gotten to that bit of craziness just quite yet. Okay, I think that would work if you had one of those yandere knife assets. I don't have a knife asset. I don't have a knife asset for my. I mean, there are so many VTuber assets out, but I don't use them. I use VTuber assets, but sometimes it can be tricky to find one with like my skin color. And like I know a lot of them are like, oh, you can edit the skin tone, and I'm like, that's cool, but I don't know. I'm not good at Photoshop enough to like edit my skin tone, so I don't really do it too often, to be honest. What magical girl do you know with a knife? Of course I don't have a knife. I have my awesome... What is it? Yeah. I have my awesome wand instead, right? That's kind of insane, isn't it? Well, no, what I mean is like, so like a lot of times people will post like VTuber assets, you know, right? So they'll post them on Twitter or whatever and say, you know, I have these assets for VTubers if you'd like to use them, right? But a lot of times if they have an arm in them, right? Like let's say it's an arm like that's holding something, for example, or whatever. Sometimes they don't come in different skin tones. They only come in one or two. And oftentimes it's not a skin tone that I can use, right? And so the artist, right, the person who makes them will be like, oh, if you want to change the skin tone and edit, that's okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. No one's asking me to shape a model. Of course not. But what it means that the artist will often be like, you know, if you want to edit the skin tone of the asset, right? The asset maker, right? If you want to edit the skin tone of the asset, you can, right? I don't know how to do that well enough because I'm not really an artist. And every time I've tried to do it, it's always come off looking a bit weird because I'm not an artist. So, I don't really necessarily do that often, I guess, with like different VTuber assets or anything, because I'm like, I suck at editing. So, but don't worry, there's a lot of VTuber assets that do come in different skin tones that I'm able to use. If I still have them, the only thing I can think of is like years. Okay, the only edited one I did was like, I actually posted this onto Reddit. So let me get the Reddit post actually, because I posted it onto my Twitter, but it's like buried under Twitter. But I know where to find it if I go onto Reddit. Let me see. Buried on Twitter. That's the place you want to show that kind of stuff. Well, no, it's like it's buried on my Twitter because I post on Twitter more than I post on my Reddit. So I can easily find it on my Reddit versus Twitter, where I would have to like browse a bunch of pictures. All right, here's one. Okay. Multi-chat is only in read. What the? Why is this only in read-only form? Stream elements. Okay, 1 second. I have to open up this chat. Ooh, I have to open up. I wonder if you have a grumpy face for a model. Well, this actually shows that I do. I have a pouted mode actually. You see? See? I can pout just like this. Okay, here we go. Paste. So a while back on... Oh, no, it's fine. But like the picture I was showing you is also a quick pout too. But basically, right? Basically, a while back, right? There was like a VTuber asset that was trending that was like a cheek grab, right? So I did my pouty face and then I used the asset as a cheek grab, right? So you can see around like the cheek area, it was like pale skin. So I had to kind of edit it to match my skin tone, but it was a little bit tricky. I think it still came off pretty well, but it was a little bit tricky to do. Right? So that was tricky to do. It was so tricky. Thank you. Thank you. I do. I need to post more on Twitter. I do. It's just for such a long time, my Twitter was like shadow banned-ish. So a lot of my posts were not reaching people. I don't think it's shadow banned anymore, but it really kind of killed my drive to like post things on Twitter besides like announcements. So I got to start posting more often on Twitter again. It's just, the algorithm there sucks, y'all. Like, unless you post in like drama shit or like clout chasing or rage baiting, why are they shadow ban you? Because Twitter just does that. The site sucks. The site just sucks. Shadow and it makes you not want to talk and stuff. The all-time anime days. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Twitter's like crazy these days. That's why I've been like focusing more on like my actual content versus my social media, you know? But it's like social media is super important. Yeah, I'm just tired of all the trauma, y'all. I'm tired of all the trauma. But it seems that like because the algorithm's so sucky, people are like, well, if I want to pop off, I gotta post drama. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Ain't no way I'm doing that. But like, ugh, it's so annoying. But I won't go into details about VTuber drama because it already makes my head hurt. So I won't go into topic about it, but it just kind of really sucks what YouTube has, not YouTube. It just kind of sucks what Twitter has become, I think. And blue check marks and the for you page, that doesn't really help either. So, it is nuts. Anyway, though, returning back to ASMR things, let me. You seem like a weird paradox. Because you seem like the type of VTuber that'd be a top tier. Wow, aren't you sweet? Aren't you sweet trying to make me blush? No, I'm not at that level yet. I think one of my biggest things is that I have to properly market myself better. One of the greatest things people often tell you is that if you want to grow on your main platforms of like YouTube or Twitch, you also have to diversify your other platforms. Sorry for anyone who's like not here for creator speak, income, and spam, but oh well. Right? So you need to be posting on Twitter, right? But you also need to be posting clips of your content, right? So best clips, you can post clips onto TikTok, Twitter, YouTube Shorts are now a thing, right? But posting clips of your content is also super duper important for growth. You also need to be posted on social media. That's not just posting when you're going live, but other social media posts as well, is what they say. You can also use other platforms like TikTok and Reddit, right, with original content on there that could potentially funnel people into your YouTube and your Twitch. But that's a lot. And I work a full-time job. So I might not have as much time as, the average corporate VTuber that doesn't have one. Do that. Doing it yourself is good in case you don't know how to do it. You get no attraction with fans doing it. See, that could be, you might be right about that, right? A lot of corporate VTubers don't really post their own clips, right? They have fans who do clippers. Well, etc. Yeah, that was in August. I had a bit of a conundrum and stuff. So I'm back to full health now. But the issue is that I don't have enough, how do I say this? I am not big enough where I have fans clipping me. So if I want clips, I gotta clip them myself. Which, you know what? It's just the way it is, right? Everybody has to start from somewhere. So I'm not really too hurt about that. We all have to start from somewhere, right? But it is growing and being strong and, in such a big space with so many streamers and everything can be a little bit difficult. But you know what they say, slow and steady growth is also really good. And besides, I started doing VTubing because, I wanted to be a content creator, not because I wanted to look out with money. Though having more people follow you would be nice. Your timing seems likely because you stream like super early in the morning, at least for here, and it's very hard to catch you streaming. Indeed. So that was another thing that I had to go through as well, right? Is that when I moved to Japan, I flip-flopped time zones, right? Because I used to be in the US, so I streamed at like nighttime in the US, and that was pretty good. But now that I'm in Japan, right, my times are flip-flopped. So it's a bit tricky to, get people into stream. The streaming base I had before can't really watch my streams live, which is why I probably will start using more Japanese in my streams and appeal more to a Japanese fan base as well. My Japanese still has a long way to go, but given that I stream in Japanese time zone now, that's a big market right there That's a little bit tricky to get into, but I can try. Viewers, I saw you doing a Japanese stream that day. Oh yeah, I have actually. I think I have a few. According to my analytics, I have a few, and I also have a Japanese regular that sometimes stops by stream. Actually, so I have at least one. But the trick is that I need to start probably speaking more Japanese regularly, right? Which I've always been a little bit shy about doing. But I think that it'll be good. I think sometimes I'm a bit shy to do Japanese speaking outside of my study streams. But I think I need to. It's pretty neat. You're not learning it, but you're speaking Japanese like it was nothing. What? 私はまだまだです。でもありがとう. Thank you. I have a long ways to go, but thank you. I have a long ways to go when it comes to learning the language and being fluent. But I appreciate it. I am feeling a little bit sleepy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. So I think for tonight, it's a little bit early, but I think I'm going to end stream here. It's coming close a little bit. Oh, hello, Loinami. Thank you so much for the follow. It's nice to meet you. My name is Coco. It's nice to meet you. Good. This is good. It was good seeing you again, Sanity. Nami, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for the timing, but I'm actually wrapping up stream now. So I'm sorry about the timing, but thank you for stopping by, and I hope to catch you again in the future. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up stream here. So thank you guys for stopping my stream today. I hope I was able to make your day at least a little bit more comfortable. Exactly, Magical Girl's got a dream too, and maybe do some work in dream. But yeah. So I hope I was able to make your day a little bit more comforting or a little bit more cozy. You made my day? Well, thank you, Sanity. Your comments have helped make my night too, so I appreciate it. So I'll be back tomorrow. It'll be very early for some of you, but it'll be 8 p.m. JST. I'll be playing some Final Fantasy 14. Poop on the nose if you invade my dreams. Well, I appreciate it. I still appreciate it. Well, if you have bad dreams, I'll be sure to visit. So if you want to see me, you're going to have some nightmares. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy 14. It's been such a while since I played on stream, so I'm excited. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. If not, I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend, a lovely rest of your week, and I hope to see you in your dreams. Bye-bye!